Let me talk to you about the shutdown. President Trump is threatening to put ICE agents in airports as early as Monday, as we're seeing these long TSA lines, as TSA agents call out sick or don't show up to work because they're not receiving a paycheck amidst this partial government shutdown. Does that threat make you more inclined to end this shutdown?
Well, why don't they just reopen TSA? Why don't we just reopen the Coast Guard and FEMA? Democrats have been clear. We are willing tonight to provide the votes to open up every part of the Department of Homeland Security while we resolve our narrow differences on how ICE is terrorizing our communities. So almost every single day last week, Democrats went to the Senate floor and said, let's open up ICE. Republicans said no. Let's open up the Coast Guard. Republicans said no. They want to hold TSA hostage so that they can continue getting Democrats to fund the illegality happening at ICE. Let's just isolate our difference. Let's not hold TSA hostage any longer.
Well, during the previous shutdown in the fall, you criticized the 8 Senate Democrats who broke ranks to negotiate an end to the shutdown with Republicans. You said they capitulated and lost the, quote, political advantage. Do you see this shutdown ending in the exact same way, with moderates effectively saying, time to end this, time to make a deal with Republicans?
Well, I hope the Democrats stay together on a very simple principle, which is we swore an oath to the Constitution to uphold the law. And right now, ICE is operating lawlessly. No matter who's in charge, they are rounding up legal immigrants, denying them their rights. They are still terrorizing American citizens. They are abusing protesters who are standing up to this illegal activity. So until we get commitments from the administration that ICE is going to behave legally, yes, I believe the Democrats should stand together. I think we have an obligation to not fund an agency that is acting this lawlessly.
And to the point, leadership is, of course, leading the charge here. And there's a lot of focus on Chuck Schumer right now. The Wall Street Journal reporting that there's growing frustration with Chuck Schumer, which spurs talk of replacing him. Senator, do you want to replace Leader Chuck Schumer?
Well, I think we are united right now as a caucus. There's always a lot of focus on Senator Schumer and Leader Jeffries. Those are very hard jobs, especially at a historic moment like this.
That's not a yes.
Well, no, we are united as a caucus right now. Let me just be clear about that. We are united in ending this war. We are united in reining in the lawlessness of ICE. And we're going to be united in winning the election this November. So right now, we are together as a caucus.
So if you do win the election, would you vote to keep him as leader?
Well, listen, I think he has a very tough job. And right now you are seeing the Democratic caucus united. That's really important.
Very quickly, your reaction to President Trump saying he's glad former special counsel Robert Mueller is dead?
I mean, it's just disgusting. It's so heartbreaking that we have a president who's cheerleading the death of American citizens. The fact of the matter is Robert Mueller is amongst many who have been trying to hold this president to account. He's the most corrupt president in the history of the country. And of course, he is going to wish for the death of the people that are trying to hold him accountable to the law. But that doesn't make it any less disgusting.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.